I'm Enoch Choi, and I'm thankful to Anker for letting me test the F3800 Plus portable power station. I was thankful to be part of the initial Kickstarter of the F3800, and I'm really excited that it continues to be able to pass through the DC power when the power is out, and having these feed my home power panel to backfeed to the rest of the house, and when the power is down, to feed my backup panel only. It cuts off to the grid so it doesn't electrocute a lineman and just powers the essential parts of my house, which I have set up in the backup panel for lights and heating or cooling, and the fridge and freezer so that my food doesn't spoil. I have it set up in a way where I have in parallel the DC ports can take power from rack mount batteries and a generator. And they're set up in parallel because the previous unit could not take AC input while power's down and putting out power back to the house. I don't know if that's the case now. I don't know if these can take AC, but I'm just excited that it continues. We've tested now that when I have these placed in parallel with my rack mount batteries, that a generator is able to power and recharge both the F3800s and BP3800s that I've hooked up, as well as a larger bank of rack mount batteries in parallel, because the generator operates more efficiently at a much higher wattage, and I can run it for a shorter amount of time, exposing me to less carbon monoxide, because although the F3800s have a limit of how quickly they can recharge, my rack mount batteries are rated up to 100 amps in each, far exceeding the amount that my generator can take in or can put out. And so my generator is operating at an efficient, high output. Part of it is in parallel filling up the Anker batteries. The rest is filling up the rack mount batteries quickly so that I can shut off the generator more quickly in a shorter amount of time when the rack mount batteries are full, and not exposing me to as much carbon monoxide or freezing out in the snow or getting drenched in the rain. And instead, I can have, once I turn off the generator, the rack mount batteries continue, since they're in parallel, continue to drain to power the F3800s and BP3800s that are powering my house, so that I can have power with the entire system that I've set up. It can last me as much as 9 days if I am judicious and just use the lights and charging my phones, and don't run the dryer or a lot of oven use. The basic amount I could I just consume a few hundred watts ongoing, and with my 50 plus kilowatt hours I can last longer than a week, probably as much as 9 days. So I'm really excited that I can do so if the power is out on a longer period of time, because I can have the generator for a short period of time a day, fill up my rack mount batteries, turn off the generator and not have that carbon monoxide stink, and have the rack mount batteries filling my F3800s and BP3800s quietly, and not bothering my neighbors as much, and inviting them over to charge their phones and whatever electronics they need, since we're some of the few people on the block that will have power when the power's down. So thank you, Anker, for the continuing to be able to do that with our systems. It's a really amazing thing that these are portable. These are also able to pass through the DC power from our rack mount batteries and run our generators for a shorter amount of time.